the Sana nala mulu sulobe kankatona Komoriel Mario jatobe kankatona
Jambe nyameng Akorani nide Inansama manang Kanata basamala Koral bide karu kari Sedamon binjo Sanji kilin sanji pula Dolfanan ninta Fuare ya bedame Ninin feutinano Kununja manata Sama fentina Kari koral bide karu kari Sedamon binjo Sanji kilin
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this commission of inquiry, may I remind you that you are still on the oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sanyang.
Afternoon, Madam Chair.
You're welcome back.
Thank you, ma'am.
Council, can we proceed? Commissioner Silla had a question.
Yes.
Let him. Mr. Silla, can you proceed on your question?
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon. No, the question was whether you were shown any deed as proof of ownership by the person who was trying to sell you the land.
Yes, sir.
You had.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Thank you. But the first one, there was no deed. You realize that that one could have been 419.
Yes. In fact, it was a 419.
All right. Thank you.
Now, Mr. Sanyang.
If you allow me, just to clear the meaning of 419,
Yes.
so that for the purpose of the records, I believe it's 419 means fraud.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And in Gambia, it will be 219. It is the section 419 and the Nigerian Penal Code with respect to fraud,
Okay.
fraudulent activity.
Okay.
So the commissioner in saying 419 is right. It's used widely, Madam Chairperson, but it stands for fraudulent activity. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Sanyang.
Yes.
You have told this commission earlier in your testimony that there is a ceiling as to regards the expenditure up to 300,000. It goes to council.
Office of the Mayor.
Yes, office of the mayor for it to be okayed for transaction to be done, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, at any point, you as the committee, you people, you, Mr. Sanyang, and the other members, at the level of the committee, did you receive any instructions by way of conveying approval for the CEO and the Director of Finance to work with the bank to get the collateral done
Whether we get any instruction from?
from the mayor's office?
No.
Yes. Given the fact that the amount of money
Yes.
that the CEO and the Director of Finance
Yes.
were to issue a collateral,
Yes.
do you believe it was correct for them to have had express authorization
Yes.
from either from the council through the mayor for the CEO or the Director of Finance to proceed
Yeah.
on getting the collateral negotiated on behalf of the association?
Yes. These loan issues was, a process that was every time it happens. This was not the first of its kind.
Yeah.
So, and then normally we don't, have anything to do with mayor's office. Anytime we apply for,
But yes, but these are loans that are going to be guaranteed
yes,
by the council.
yes,
And the mayor is at any point could be answerable to what the CEO and the director of finance would do. So don't you think it was prudent, not only the committee, but the CEO and the director of finance to have sought a council resolution, or at minimum the mayor's approval to proceed on this business transaction?
uh, Madam Chair, I believe the CEO was consulting the mayor about this loan issue.
You believe so?
Yes, I believe so.
When she comes, she will tell us.
Yes.
But I am of the opinion that in transactions that are involving this kind of money, there is a process and procedure that is set out both in the manual and the Finance and Audit Act, which says after the council must have deliberated upon these issues, it should be further sent to the ministry for approval before you proceed to do any such act.
Okay.
Correct? Is that correct?
Okay, yes.
Are you aware that any transaction that when it comes to monetary transactions, when the amount is huge, there is instruction given in the legislation that you must seek some form of endorsement from the ministry?
Yes, directly with council, yes, but as the welfare association, because we don't have anything to do with council's fund. So I believe.
Okay, it was based on the fact that it is not having anything to do with
taxpayers' monies. Yeah.
But then, how would that be right? Because it is that same taxpayers' money that is guaranteeing, because the bank is asking you to guarantee just so in case something happens. Because you just answered Mr. Sila's question when he said the first business transaction did not fall through because it's because of fraudulent activities.
Yes.
So to protect the revenues, because if anything goes wrong, the bank would resort to the funds of the council to get back their money.
Yes.
Is that not correct?
Yes, that's
so.
In
Correct. As much as it is an independent association, it has everything to do with council. Okay. Right?
Yes, but as I.
Now, what you do for us is provide us with every documentation that you have had for this transaction and this process.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Yes. Thank you very much. In fact, we proceed from where we stopped, Mr. Sanyang. And I had told you before handing over to Commissioner Silla that the mayor wouldn't have known about this particular transaction, and you had no reason to believe that it was within the knowledge of the mayor.
Yes.
Or council.
Yes, council.
The Finance and Audit Act, just to go further, says on page 14, section 14. Do you have a copy?
No.
Let me ask that you be given a copy. It says on page 14, are you there?
Yes.
Section 14, sub 1, a council may, with the prior approval of the Secretary of State, raise loans for the discharge of its functions. Have you seen that? Have you seen that?
Yes, you mean page 14, yes.
Section 14 of the Local Government Finance and Audit Act 2004. Are we together? Are we together?
Yeah, I have 14 here. Then this is licensed local government, yes.
Local Government Finance and Audit Act 2004.
Yes. Yes.
Section 14. Are you there? Where it says power to borrow.
No, that's not the.
Go to page 11. Just go to section 14. power to borrow.
Yes. Okay.
Are we together?
Yes.
Says a council may, with the prior approval of the Secretary of State, raise loans for the discharge of its functions. You have seen that?
Yes.
And two, a council may secure loans on the property. And the list goes on. Overdrafts 15 sub 1 says subject to the provisions of this section, a council may obtain advances from banks by overdraft on the credit of the council, and the procedure goes on. Are we together?
Yes.
Now, it does not say that it has to be done through the CEO. Now, how does council pass its decision? Decisions of council, how is it communicated?
I don't understand.
How would council, if council is to take a decision, how do they convey this?
Through General Council.
And you will have a resolution
Yes.
to that effect, to
Yes.
say that this is the position of council.
Yes.
And then if you are to have a guarantee from council, it has to come by way of resolution. This you would know ordinarily.
No, I don't know, because definitely, as I said, as the welfare, we are a separated body. So if we want any loan, we will go to the bank. If the bank, assign us to go and then seek for, guarantee from the council, it's the CEO that we should definitely contact.
Now we are telling you that because I read your statement.
Yes.
Where you discussed the fraudulent issue of the CEO.
Yes.
And I believe you do not agree with the fact that there were fraudulent activities. I'm not saying there were any fraudulent activities, but I'm just saying you do not seem to agree.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
And why is that?
Yes, because as I said, for us as the committee, whatever we want, we have to consult the CEO as the spending officer. And then she was the one that we consult about this loan.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, basically, your story is, or your evidence is, how whatever the CEO did in relation to obtaining this approval, you don't know about it.
Yeah, definitely. I don't have any authority over that.
All right.
Yes.
That's fair enough. Now, with regards to your suspension, how many of you in total were suspended?
We were 5 in number.
5 in number.
Yes.
And none of you were called for any hearing?
Never.
Discuss this
no.
issue?
No.
You were not.
Oh, sorry. The mayor and his team, there was a time that they went to the ministry. From the ministry, they later proceeded to the fraud squad.
To the fraud squad?
Yes. So there was a time that we were called the fraud squad.
Do you recall giving a statement to the investigators?
Where?
To the investigators?
Here?
Yes.
Yes.
I will ask that you be given a copy.
Yes.
Council, let me just.
Yes.
For the Local Government Finance and Audit Act 2004, can you please check whether section 14 and 15 are not deleted? Please reconfirm. If you cannot do it immediately, please confirm. So
yes,
that
we have the reports
so that we will be on the same page.
Very well. Do you confirm the statement?
Yeah, yes, yes.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness into evidence as an activity.
What number is that? The witness statement of BABUCARR SANYANG dated the 22nd of August 2023 is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BS/KMC/008.
Ask the commission, please. Madam Chair, we cited the Local Government Finance and Audit Act, but however, we will reconfirm that the Section 14 talks about power to borrow, but we will confirm that as well. Are there any questions for this witness? Before I proceed?
Yes, you may proceed.
Now, Mr. Sanyang.
Yes.
The issue regarding Senator Martin's song.
Yes.
You had said, I believe in your statement about the issue of the bribe. Were you familiar with that?
Yes.
What is your knowledge about it?
That was not true.
How do you know it wasn't true?
Because there was a time that he called me and said, Mr. Dansu came to her office and then left $30,000 a day, but she was not the one who asked him to give him that money. Because Mr. Dansu, all along, he was asking for loan. There were letters that he even wrote directly to CEO, and then those letters were given to me asking for certain amount of loan for us to pay him.
But you still haven't established why you think that that particular part of the evidence is not true as in the allegation.
Yes, because I guess he was saying that he was asking for that loan. That is why the CEO asked him that. The CEO, asked him to give him that amount of money.
Come again?
I said he was claiming that because of the issue of those loans, that is why the CEO was asking him to give him that $30,000.
You were explaining the issue regarding the deputy mayor at some point.
Yes.
In your statement.
Yes.
What is it about the deputy mayor that you think was so important that it was tied to this $12 million loan?
Yes, I believe, the issue of the deputy mayor was the thing that ignited this thing.
Why do you say that?
Because they believe the CEO was the one who leaked that audio.
What audio are you talking about? And what is the issue regarding the deputy mayor? What is the name of the deputy mayor and what is the issue?
It was the then deputy mayor.
We need to know the name
Musawa.
And what the issue is all about.
There was an audio which was leaked over the air that he was soliciting a bribe from the Ecotech guy.
Yes.
Yes. So, and they believe that the audio was shared with the CEO.
Who believed that?
The mayor and his team.
The mayor and his team believe that the audio was shared by the CEO.
Yes.
Which CEO is that?
Senator Martin.
And so why would that be a problem?
Because there was a time that I was having a discussion with Senator Martin.
Yes.
And he told me when this audio was leaked, by then mayor was not in town. When he came back, he went to mayor's office to explain to him or to play the audio for the mayor about the issue. And then the mayor told him, let him put it under the carpet because this is not going to go down well with their political career.
The mayor said that too.
Yes, Senator told me that.
Senator informed you that the mayor told her that the issue regarding the deputy mayor's soliciting bribe should be put under the carpet.
Yes.
Why?
Because it is not going to be, it will not go down well with their political career.
It will not go down well with their political campaign.
Yes, or career.
Career.
Yes.
And so, was anything done in that regard?
Nothing was done about it.
So what happened, or how did council address the issue of the deputy mayor?
There was a time they said they were investigating it, but
was it investigated?
Well, by then I was at home. I don't know actually whether it was carried on.
So you are saying you believe this was the main reason?
Yes, this was the main reason because they were definitely angry with Senabu. They believed that Senabu was the one who leaked the audio.
But we have two issues here, Mr. Sayang. We have the issue of an allegation of fraud and an issue regarding the deputy mayor.
Yes, the problem is,
Why would you link the two?
the problem is they were not happy with Senabu.
Yes.
So when our this loan issue came out, so they hook her, they hook her, so that at least they will get rid of her.
I still don't understand what you mean by they hooked her. Because in your statement of the 22nd
Yes.
of August 2023, let me
Yes.
count the pages. I don't think there's a number page. The 8th page
Yes.
of your statement. The 4th paragraph,
Yes.
or let me say the 3rd paragraph. You start by saying that there was a memo dated the 26th of July 2021 from the director of admin of KMC, Jaya Cham, that the CEO, director of finance, and executive members of the KMC SWE, that's the staff association, including myself, were asked to hand over our offices and to proceed on indefinite leave until the said fraud allegation is fully investigated.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
This is the fraud allegation involving all of you people
Yes.
and the CEO as well.
Yes.
But it has to do with forging of signatures
Yes.
and not having an authentic approval.
Yes.
That is allegation.
Yes.
And subsequently, the director of admin forcefully took the keys of the official vehicle of the CEO from
Yes.
her driver.
Yes.
And as of the 28th of July 2021, the locks to the office of CEO has been changed to deny her access while she still has her personal belongings in the office. That's correct?
Yes.
Now, the subsequent paragraph said the decision is to send us on administrative leave was made without the approval of the Local Government Service Commission.
Yes.
Shall I proceed? I proceed. And did not give us the opportunity to be heard on it. You've already explained the fact that you were never called and you were never given the opportunity to be heard.
Exactly.
Therefore, due process was not followed by KMC in taking the said decision because in the case of the CEO, the memo purporting to send her on administrative leave was issued and signed by an officer of KMC who is junior in rank to her. Who is that individual?
Of audio.
Yes.
So, when this loan issue came, so this was the this was the reason, or this is the actual trap that they will use to get rid of her.
So you feel the mayor intended to cover up the issue regarding the deputy mayor,
Yes.
the deputy mayor's allegation of fraud,
Yes.
because there was an audio where he was allegedly soliciting bribe
Yes.
from Ecotech.
Yes.
And so because he believed that the CEO leaked this video, as far as you're concerned, it is as a way of vengeance.
Exactly, because during this period, the deputy mayor's issue was discussed all around, but there was nothing being done about it.
Now you went further to say that ulterior motive have fired up by the following. Well, number one, that the CEO discovered the alleged fraud by the deputy mayor and reported it to the Lord Mayor, but the mayor did not take any action against the deputy mayor until it was reported on social media.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now, what action was taken by the mayor, do you know? If any, at any point in time, against the deputy mayor?
Well, there was a time I had the deputy mayor resign as a deputy mayor. So I believe,
I mean,
I
he didn't, as a deputy mayor, would not drop away or erase the fact that probably a serious issue of fraud had been reported.
yes, that's what I'm saying. I believe that resigning as the deputy mayor was a way to, at least cover up the issue.
Number two, that the mayor blamed the CEO for leaking the audio recordings of the alleged fraud by the deputy mayor to the social media. Number three, that some councillors are not happy with the CEO for trying to put a stop to the routine salary advance being requested by them, some to the amount of $80,000. Do we have facts on this?
Yes,
So what are you talking about here? Can you explain further?
yes, there were advance salaries which were given to councillors. Yes.
Do you have names that you can give us and more information that you can always provide us after your testimony today
Yes.
to substantiate this?
Yes.
The last part is that some of the disgruntled members of the staff association are trying to use the office of the Lord Mayor to intimate the CEO and the executive of the staff association to relinquish the management of the staff association to them. Please explain further.
Yes, this is what I was explaining. Because when the mayor called us for that meeting, he clearly stated that all the committee members should leave and then we have new faces. So people like Monjai were not happy with that because they want to come back. He was lobbying for the position of the presidency. So, they were going back to the mayor, giving him wrong information about us so that at least we will be kicked out and then they will come in as the committee. And then that is what exactly happened.
All right, Mr. Sayan.
Yes.
Unless there are questions from the commissioners, we will wait for you to bring us the other documents that we have requested.
Okay.
Regarding your suspension letters.
Okay.
And other correspondence surrounding that.
Okay.
And then we will proceed from where we stop regarding this issue.
No problem.
We hand over to the commissioners.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Sayan.
Yes.
You've tried to tie down two things that are not the same.
Okay.
The issue of the deputy mayor.
Yes.
The issue of the CEO.
Yes.
You have made mention of the $30,000.
Yes.
Now, my question is, why would $30,000 be given to the CEO?
Yes.
The CEO knowing fully well that there is some transactions going on.
Yes.
With an independent person who is supposed to provide, who they have entered into contractual transactions with.
Yes. Yes.
That is to get these plots and to distribute them to the members of the social welfare committee.
Yes.
Or membership.
Yes.
Now, how would you say that is not fraud? Did Senabu tell you that out of the blues, Mr. Danso just came and gave him the money, just like that?
Yes, Senabu told me that Mr. Danso went to her office to drop the 30,000 based on he was applying for loans, but she refused to take that money. When she
check with you, what loans is that? Is that not Mr. Danso who had the properties who is supposed to give you the land?
Okay, this land is two different lands.
Yes.
Yes. The other one was
now let's just establish.
Yes.
This Mr. Danso.
Yes.
Is this the Mr. Danso that is contracting with the association to give them land?
Yes.
So what loan are you talking about now? Because he is the one that has an estate and is selling to you guys.
Yes.
You are the ones that are supposed to pay him.
Yes.
So how does the question of loan come in?
Yes, Mr. Danso was following, he started this with the cleansing service. Yes. By then, we were not involved. So when he started with this cleansing service, it was a period of almost 9 months. By then, Jaja Cham was the then acting CEO. So, when Senabu came in, Jaja introduced Mr. Danso to Senabu about this land issue. So when Senabu, look at the documents that Mr. Danso was having, or the list of the names that Mr. Danso was having, Senabu told them that the council cannot be paying Mr. Danso directly. It will be very difficult. Now, what we have to do is we have to involve the welfare, as all staffs are, part of the welfare. Now, the welfare will come in as the middleman. When, we deduct staffs, we will pay the welfare, and then the welfare now will pay Mr. Danso monthly. So this is how it came about. So when we signed the contract with Mr. Danso, he later came to me and said for over 9 months, he was following, Mr. Cham about this issue. And then he need to pay the family at least some money. So he will definitely want us to, provide a loan of either 3.33 million or 4 million. I have the letters that he wrote to the CEO, because later the CEO, disagreed with that and told him that what you signed with the welfare is every month we will be paying you, so you cannot get this loan.
All right. Now, for the previous transaction,
Yes.
did you know by any chance whether they had approval from council to proceed to do these transactions?
There was no approval. When we were involved as the welfare, I got we signed an agreement with Mr. Danso too, that now it will be 60,000 every plot, and then every month we will be paying him what is deducted from staffs. So to proceed with that, I wrote, a letter or a memo to the CEO to give us the approval that we should start the monthly deduction. I think I have the copy of that memo here.
Okay, we have told you to put together all the documents.
Okay.
Okay, yes, proceed.
Yes. So Mr. Danko was just following for this loan. I think that was the conversation between him and Senabu about this loan that brought up this 30,000 issue. Because there was a time Senabu even instructed us to stop his let us not pay him, because the demarcations were not done. So we decided to stop paying him unless and until he did these demarcations.
Yes, but it is you, the committee, that should have been in a position to make sure that what you are contracting with Mr. Danso
Yes.
is properly executed.
Yes.
So that when it comes to paying his money,
yes,
you understand, you wouldn't have problem.
Yes.
But based on what you have told this commission,
Yes.
it's a carry forward transaction in which you people took over from a transaction that was started with Jaja Cham, and it culminated to the Senabu Martin case. Is that
No, it was not even started by Jaya Jam. They just took the names of the staffs who were interested.
okay?
So, but it was never started. When we came in, that was the time that we sat with Danso again. At least,
Yeah, you told us that it was for the he was speaking to the
cleansing service.
cleansing service.
Yes.
By then, Jaja was the acting.
Yes.
At that point, did he discuss anything with Jaja Cham?
They had.
You just told us
Yes.
that he has been following Jaja Cham.
Yes.
To give him some money to go and pay the owners of the land.
Yes.
So which means there must have been some discussion or some agreement.
Yes.
For him to be following Jaja Cham.
Yes.
To give him the money.
Yes, there was some agreement with him, Jaya Cham, and the cleansing service staffs.
Yes.
But it didn't materialize because they didn't have any mode of payment, because you have to deduct the staffs from their salary in order to pay him, and they didn't know how to do about that. That is why Senabu involved us, that now we should take over the contract and then sign a contract with him. Now, when staffs are deducted, those monies will be paid to the welfare, and now the welfare will be paying Danso.
Okay, so Mr. Sanya, we will give you time. You go and get us all the documentation.
Okay.
That is with respect to this.
Yes.
And that you have made some allegations.
Yes.
That some serious allegation. Let me not just say allegation. Some serious allegation.
Yes.
That the issue of the deputy mayor is used to deal with Senator Bumati.
Yes.
So you must provide us with evidence,
Yes.
whatever evidence you have,
Yes.
for us to be able to appreciate
Yes.
what has transpired
Yes.
and to appreciate your testimony.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Council, you may proceed.
I'm done with this witness. Unless there are questions from the commissioners, we will wait for him to bring documents that we have requested for, and then we'll proceed from the.
Yes. Now let me just go back to the issue of the rates.
Yes.
From the internal audit,
Yes.
it seems there have been a lot of areas.
Yes.
How do you go about making sure that areas that the council have is reduced to the barest minimum, given the fact that you have your documents to show that these are the number of properties that have not paid off?
Yes, for the areas, basically it is even, under my control because the debt collectors and the supervisors are directly answerable to me. So what we normally do is we serve demand notes. After serving demand notes, we serve notice form to notify them. After notifying them, we will liaise with the court that these people are owing the council some amount of money. We need to summon them. So we normally use the court to summon these people. So they normally come and appear before the court.
Now, do you have what tariffs are you using for the rates?
The rates, for the basic rate, we are using 2.5, calculated on based on the property.
Can you give the commission? Can you provide the commission with the schedule of your tariffs that you're using? Because I know you have value properties,
yes,
etc., etc.
Yes.
Please provide us with the schedule of tariffs that you were using from 20 that the department was using.
Yes.
2018.
Yes.
To date to 2023.
Okay.
All right. Since there are no assessments or review of the tariffs.
Yes, as I said, from 2014 to it was last, reassessed in 2014. From 2014 to date.
So you are strictly, going by the 2014.
Yes, because basically,
schedule of tariff.
Yes.
That is what you are going by.
Yes.
Now, I
will not forget this.
Is it possible that properties are charged outside of that tariff?
Outside of?
Outside of the tariffs that are provided for.
Actually, no, I don't hope so, because normally when that's happened, sometimes we normally have issues. When people feel that they are charged outside tariff, we will advise them to write to the CEO. And then when that is done, the CEO will contact us, and then we will contact the planning department to go and reassess.
How many of such complaints have you received since you took over in 2021?
I have one issue on my table. There is one lady around Westfield.
How many? What is the number? Do you have a record of the issues that you have received?
I have two. Sorry, two right now. Two.
Yes, provide us with the details of what it is about.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
Mr. Sanyang, thank you for coming. We will call you back.
Thank you.
And you are discharged.
Thank you.
Mr. Bojan, can you please call in the next witness?
Good afternoon, Madam Witness. You can place your envelope on top of the table. You can place your envelope on top of the table. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. What is your religion?
Muslim.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
Matika.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation? Okay, Madam Chair, the witness wishes to affirm. Then use your right hand. No, I mean you use your right hand. Raise your right hand into the air. And then make sure you speak louder for everybody to hear you. I, Mbaling
Maneh,
do solemnly,
do solemnly,
sincerely,
sincerely,
and truly declare
and truly declare
and affirm that
and affirm that
the evidence
the evidence
I shall give shall be
shall be
the truth,
the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing
nothing
but the truth.
but the truth.
Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness for us to proceed.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
Madam Maneh.
Good afternoon, ma.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Council, can we proceed?
Yes, Honorable Chairperson, the Assistant Counsel will lead the witness.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Good afternoon, Madam Maneh.
Good afternoon.
Could you kindly tell the Commission your full names?
Follow iko yung diabla di mana kang la sai vela mo ila kami foi finance ko iko ito ni konto
Tom Bali Maneres.
bari mane my names
Where do you live?
ako be sa watrimito
Sukuta.
Sukuta I reside.
Do you still work for KMC?
Ako hansa ibe do ko la KMC. Yes.
When did you start working for KMC?
Ako san bari ko be do ko la ako wati nyuma la do ko dati KMC
2008.
2008.
And do you have your appointment letter?
Yeah.
Ko for appointment letter be bulle ba?
Have a
Yes, I do.
Eventually, were you promoted?
Ako
Yeah.
for any promote level. Yes.
Is it Miss Maneh or Mrs.?
Mrs.
Mrs.
Thank you. Now you're up to speak in Mandinka, so you have to wait for the interpreter to interpret, then you can speak. But if
Ako bayro yung maneka kang tomo iko ila kalmo bekla wolde ako san han na try men fo ya mo ila ngale kang la bari si de fo nga fo ni maneka kang la bari yo leta ako ibe ti amane won.
Now, if you choose to change the language from speaking Mandinka to English, you can let us know. It will be faster when we can.
Ako iba jila fanang han na try bela fila kadiam ni ngale kang la ko lebe ma ko la wala si taria fanang no ako fana isa fo to li sa je si bula ngale kang fo.
Okay.
Be tele mo.
Ayo, ngamoy.
Very well.
All right. Now, were you confirmed?
Ako confirmation fo e confirm leba.
Confirmation no imadi na barinta ta jele HR mataraji aman naudi.
I was not issued with any, and I went to HR, but unfortunately, I could not be able to lay my hands on any confirmation letter.
You kindly provide us with your appointment letter and promotion letter that you're having with you.
Because I remember my appointment in promotion letter is whatever.
Madam Maneh, aside from your offer of appointment letter, I've seen promotion letter, redeployment letter as a debt collector and upgrading letter as well as a license collector. Is that right?
Ako kapoil appointment letter to ako ay letter kay to fla faran jeje memo grade me ala ko yela place wala faale memo promotion oti. And do fana ni kumu event to inate bo de wato ben na ye redeploy o fana letter of abulte.
And the fifth one is another redeployment letter in 2018 as at the license unit as a license collector. So
Ako fana lulu nyango kita letter to mi alo ko fana kabri saudi ke sa license collector. Ako fana ne babu na ole jeje. Yes, that is true. That's correct.
now I've seen two redeployment letter, one dated the 8th of October 2018, another one 12th of October 2018, but for the same unit. And okay, this one is as a license collector, the same month, then as a debt collector. Am I right?
Ako fulol kita license collector and in debt collector. Ako fana ya juve obe kita curriculum oti. Up to 4 months. Yes, that's correct.
That's fine. Madam Chair, we apply to tender the offer of appointment letter of the witness, Miss Baling Maneh, dated 13th day of February 2008. And a promotion letter dated 16 June 2009 addressed to the witness, Miss Baling Maneh, signed by DODOU Jata, Director of Admin, and copied to the Lord Mayor. A redeployment letter dated 8 October 2018 addressed to Ms. Baling Maneh as a license collector, signed by Demboja for the acting CEO. Another redeployment letter dated 12 October 2018 addressed to Ms. Baling Maneh, the witness, to the license unit as a debt collector, signed by Mr. Dembo Maneh for the acting CEO. Then the last one is upgrading, dated 28th day of July 2022, addressed to the witness, Ms. Baling Maneh, as a license collector, signed by Mr. Demboja for the CEO. Into evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 28th of July 2022, addressed to Baling Maneh, license collector, KMC, with the subject of grading. The letter is signed by Demboja for Chief Executive Officer and is copied to the Lord Mayor, Director of Finance, License Manager, Internal Audit and Payroll. A letter dated 12th of October 2018 with reference KMC slash ADM slash 055 addressed to Ms. Maling Maneh, debt collector, debt unit, for the subject redeployment. The letter is signed by Demboja for acting chief executive officer and it is copied to the Lord Mayor, KMC, acting director of finance, director of internal audit, license manager, debt manager. A letter dated the 8th of October 2018 with reference KMC slash ADM slash 055 addressed to Ms. Maling Maneh, license collector, license unit, subject redeployment, and it is signed by Demboja for acting chief executive officer. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, acting director of finance, director of internal audit, license manager, and debt manager. A letter dated the 16th of June 2009 with reference KMC slash ADM slash 055 addressed to Mbaling Maneh, debt collector KMC with the subject promotion. The letter is signed by Dua Ojata, Director of Administration, and it is copied to the Lord Mayor KMC, Director of Finance, Manager, Debt, and IT Technician. The last letter is dated the 13th of February 2008 with reference KMC slash ADM slash 055 addressed to Mbaling Maneh, Sukuta Village, Kombonot, and the letter is signed by Dua Ojata, Director of Administration, and copied to the Mayor, the Acting Director of Finance, Debt Manager, Internal Auditor, and IT Manager. These documents are admitted in a bundle as an exhibit evidence, and they are marked as LGC slash MM slash KMC slash 001.
As the commission pleases. Now, Ms. Maneh,
Sorry, Council, she said she is Madam.
very well. Madam Maneh, as of 2018, were you still a debt collector?
Ko 2018 wo eta mo la fo fana kita even debt collector ya.
No, where are move Lancy? 2018 you moved to Lancy.
It was on that very year that I was moved to the Lancet.
Now, what is your highest education?
Ako sa ila karango afro la na dadula.
Senior secondary school.
Michael use.
Beg your pardon.
Senior secondary high school.
Okay. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Highest qualification, I meant to say. Now, as a license collector in 2018, do you have a cash book?
Ako bayri fango ya fo ifa ko 2018 where ye utumole Saudi ke samba Lancet. Ako kang fo ye fe ko sotole bang buko ben katral bulu al kapi kamen for Cashbook.
Bambulo kono.
Yes, I do.
So that was from 2018 to when? As a
Ako
license collector.
kabo 2018 fo ati juma kabiri be Lancet collector yala. Sanji jelu.
2018 up to 2023.
2018 to 2023.
That's fine. Now, do you have your cash books with you?
Ako ila Cashbook all be gulle jam.
Bambule fele.
Yes, I do.
From 2018 to 2023.
Ako kabo 2018 kana 2023.
Bambule.
Yes, all of them are with me here.
Could you provide it to the registrar?
Ako so for sa di no na bang abe ngao yuwi.
Madam Chair, we apply to tender the cash books of the witness, Madam Mbaling Maneh, 6 books ranging from 2018 to 2023 into evidence as an exhibit.
Kosang ile kuka ole mo ila bukolo mi ala kwena kazi bukolo kabo 2018 kanafo 2023 be dundila se commissioner to ngake se di jaroti.
Okay.
Very well.
Six cash books maintained by the witness, Madam Mbaling Maneh, covering the period 2018 to 2023. These books are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/MM/KMC/002.
As the commission pleases. Madam Maneh, do you remember making a statement with the investigators of the commission?
Ako fo hakilo ba kan ko inene nata jam yesterday no di investigational team member jam. Yes.
Now your statement will be shown to you. You can go through it and confirm the contents of the statement.
Sanyo wala dilate nyando mente wala msaka juwe ka faham ko to nyala nyine the statement o diga mendi no ya.
Was that the statement you gave the investigators?
Yes, this is the very statement that I have given.
And you confirm the contents and you still go by the contents?
Yes, I do.
Madam Chair, we apply to tender the statement of Madam Mbaling Maneh, dated the 23rd of August 2024 into evidence as an exhibit.
De kuke la wala mula ko statement olu le dudula commission olu kake
Madam Maneh, we've seen in the statement the sex, it says male and the correction should be female. Do you still go by that?
Ako kamenje la statement olu wala ko keo. Andalata ko ite manke keo ti. Ako hat charge for be wala continue la kataba.
And it told a mistake, the female.
It's an error.
Noted.
Female.
Noted. Thank you.
The witness statement dated the 23rd of August 2024 made by Mbaling Maneh is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/MM/KMC/003.
Ask the commission, pleases. Madam Maneh, were you the one receiving the invoice books from the finance department, or were you receiving them through your manager?
Ako invoices solo mi ala ko alka mentamande. Ako ite kay kila invoices solo soto jumale bulu foi ka soto finance department bang foi la manager de kadila.
Nkatam finance department.
I am supplied by the financial department.
And they have their records of what they issue to you, but do you have the records of what you've been taking from the finance department, both the invoices and the receipt books?
Ako sangberi wolo ni kadila buko be bulle bay ka sign dame be ngome dila wolo invoice do ak receipt wolo. Ani fanang foi fana ifa so poko so le mi ala ko ye ngome dungi bulu mem invoice do wala receipt woli ka sa fe wolto.
Hani ngata jenka sign word.
No, whenever I'm issued with those documents, I do sign therein.
And then you will serve these businesses with the invoices.
Ako amunta ko sawo invoices all if famole ka wol dum business lal bulo.
I'm the business.
Yes, I do serve them myself.
Were you at any point collecting the invoices issued by your manager or supervisors, you collecting the money on their behalf?
Ako sign for wo invoices all wala mi alon ko ite ma wolu di julol la bari la boss nyol wala la manager sol wala ka di julol la. Ako wato ne so tam yalon ko wo molu ifam le kataje ke kodo tay bulu.
Ha itolka invoice o isule then ni lafta payment ola ikafanye prungata je ngata payment to taji.
Yes, it happens whenever they serve invoices to the businessmen and it is time for payment, they instruct me myself to go and do the collection for myself.
And how do you keep records of the monies you receive on their behalf, invoices issued by them, how do you keep records of that separate from your own transactions?
Ako san ite ka ul safe nyadi le wala ke safe mintole. Kodo mi alam ko ite market ol di ima invoice ol di barela boss nyol le invoice ol di. Bar ite le tata ka kodo tawol blue. Ako e ka ul safe nyadi le mi alam ko won ite fango ta mankili. I include them all in my cash.
And upon receiving these monies, where do you take the monies to?
Ako san wo kodo ni adungi blue. Ite ka wo kodo samani. I used to take these monies, submit them at the cashiers.
So, yes, Madam Mane, you said that
Yes, it's there.
you said that you enter the invoices in your Cashbook. Is that correct? You said you enter the invoices in your Cashbook.
Ako fue ni nefa jango ila invoice solo kamen di like safe la Cashbook olo. No, I don't say that. I did not. I don't write them in my Cashbook.
But please clarify, because I think Cash will ask you where do you record the invoices that you issue out.
Ako,
You said, if I could get your evidence correctly, you said you enter them in your Cashbook.
ako na through asking ame mo iku galang after gisen yan di ba? Ako ba rin ila akin ni kamen na wala mo invoice solo mi alam ko ifa ko kamenu di. Ako ikaw sa femi dole.
Ay mahina nga wala panyero ko ninga ko do receive komin na bossi sol ka fenko invoice sol munji ninga receive nga o ko do kenya nga a record book ko na nyadi ama for invoice wala ko
No,
komin
she doesn't mean the invoices. What she was asking me was the monies that I used to receive from the vendors while I did not serve those invoices. They were served by my bosses. Where did I normally record those recorded? I said I include them in my Cashbook with my own collection that I have served myself.
Okay, so now please take this Cashbook, your 2019 Cashbook, and clarify for us, because I see some of the entries of your invoice numbers in your Cashbook, and tell me which one is that.
Ako sa if ang inyong bugota ya senior din yan ako ba niya ako ba rin na akat invoice doon yemi ano ko ya sa page after yes in
ni invoice sol ngani invoice sol mun fenkete staff te mfangole ngoni don't staff.
Yes, these invoices are the ones that I serve personally myself.
All right, so the ones you don't serve, where do you record them?
Ako mi alam ko if ang mauldi ila manager sol yodi ako ikaw sa femi dole.
Ani wol ila invoice sol ka terrible nga only TR number dila pur ya at or use pro ila invoice sol.
They have their own invoices. What I normally do, I just give them the TR numbers for them to enter them in their books.
Whose books?
Ako jumanyo labugoto.
Ila buko because it only invoice sol dinna.
Their own books because they are the one who gave me the invoice.
So these invoices that you have entered in your Cashbook.
Ako yung invoices all me ako yung menu waya men sa fela yung bugoto.
Are these issued to you from the finance department?
Ako phone yung finance department le yung invoice all dila.
Finance department le yung invoice sol.
Yes, it was issued to me by the financial department.
But if you look at your Cashbook,
Ako banela Cashbook jube ku.
You have not been consistent in entering your invoices in the Cashbook. Is that
correct? Imagine ako ibukake wala ibukata manda nyama ibukake wate ya judige Cashbook to restore wala invoice all me alon ko yebentila. Ako fa man ko nyama.
Normally you can munti ni tata businessman no le ani yenyi ke ka felo ko my invoice sol.
Normally what does happen here, for instance, if you go to a businessman and he will claim that he lost or he don't see his own invoice.
So obviously it has happened yeah.
So obviously you cannot be able to record it hearing.
But Madam Mane, are you not the person that is issuing them with the invoices? Because before you issue them, I believe that you would have entered them in your Cashbook, because you are the one that is issuing them and you are the one that is going back to collect the money. Is that not correct?
For amanke ite fango itele ka ukas invoice ol dila ba. Ando anyanta nyame wala wo invoice ol dandi ba dile la anyanta le ka usa fela bukodo. Ando ite kilingo itele ka murunje itele ka invoice ol di itele ka murun kata puru kale pota yudu.
invoice o dealer ninga invoice o dinina tan tela ta na duplicate ko wala ta nge entan na fan ko kono na laptop ko kono.
Yes, whenever I serve the invoices, normally the duplicates are the what I do come with and clip them on the Cashbook.
Can you show us from that
Ako fo
whether
basically
there is a duplicate of
itan ni don la jam
that you have attached?
mi ala ko duplicate le mi yake bu ko to ako fo sido itan ni don la jebe.
Di duplicate ko ne ko fa invoice ko fa ka sendi account le.
What normally do I do whenever that book is exhausted, I just take it and return it to finance.
Ha but jenen ka sendi akatara nga be fenke nga be input.
But before I return it, it happens that I did all the inputs.
Thank you, Madam Mane. We will get back to you.
Ako abaraka ba
Your cash books when we finish.
me burno ila Cashbook.
Cash will be proceed.
Thank you. The license you collect, is it the daily or for the monthly?
Ako sa ika lempol menta memo license lempol ti ako ika ke lungolung pang fo kari
Daily la.
daily.
And you have the list or records of the businesses you need to visit and do the collections on.
Ako amunta ko ika listo soto le mi alon ko business o mi alon ko inyanta le kata wala ika collection of menula.
Ha nga invoice nga te sa nga issue invoice la then nga ta collection of follow up.
Yes, I do. First of all, I start them with the invoice. Then later, I follow them for
And
payments or collection.
And I know you know the tariffs for each of these businesses and you know exactly what to collect from these businesses.
Ako alata gina ko ye tarifo soto le alka tama ni nyame ka loko biti nyanta menjola. Ando dandi bita nyanta lon na le jelle nyanta jola wala nyanta jelle sotla.
Ha tarifu gumulo kono.
Yes, I do have a tariff.
Okay, so we would like to understand how or what issue do you have with internal audit to a point a businessman had to overpay to you? Could you take us through that? Because if you know the tariffs, you know what to collect exactly. I don't understand how the overpayment will happen to a point it will get to audit. Because you right there, from where you collect the money, you should know if it's more than what you should collect or if it's less than what you should collect. So how did that happen?
Maybe ye after me lon na si me fa wolem ko. Joro mi alon ko alanga tambita le ka menke la. Ako muna ka usabu bari auditoli ole itande. Pare bari ite dandi be ko do tala mo men bulu ika alon ne nyanta nangam le tala bulu. So nate ko do di la mi alon ko alanga tambita. Ako muna na buka faham no.
How point is very good because nyanda ka charge 24,750.
Yes, that point is very good because I supposed to charge the person 27,750.
So na nyanda ka 24.
Sorry, Madam Mane, you said 24, right?
24,750.
24,750.
1 minute. So that 24,000, was it for day charge or what? Because you told me you collect daily, so that 24 is for the day.
Ako sa bari follow inata fo janko ite la lempole kata ngame wole lungolo. Anu sa inata fo janko wili muandi nane cheme wora dal sita lulu. Ako fo dum fulum kilingo nyina ba.
How big one businessman payment killing lot.
Yes, that is one payment for the businessman.
Okay, proceed.
So then after bringing out 27,750, the alanyanta kela 24,750.
I suppose I gave him 27,750, which supposed to be 24,750.
Said then after bidding nata nga kodo jo ndata nga kodo jo nga beka Cashbook kono so na supervisor nata find out ko ye nimu safenye amount correct anyanta kela 24,750 instead of 27,750.
After paying the monies and endorse it in my Cashbook, then after it was my supervisor who realized that I have made overpayment. That is the time he informed me that. But what you did and what you're supposed to do is a different thing because instead of 24,000, now you are saying 27,750.
So then after another business man phone call kaya ko e jeleti na ko nyanga 27,750 la dila so nata ka rectify kaya ko nyata 24,750.
There I called the said businessman to ask him for the first time, how much have you handed over to me? He then said it was 27,750. I said, no, is supposed to be 24,750.
So not ka fay ko mbina ila fanko bebulo ko no mbina sendi lelal.
Then I said to him that later the monies that overpaid, that makes the overpayment, I will refund it to you. I will bring it.
Before on tata no audit le nga phone tata audit nga explain yoko alenyi fanko minke is anyanta kelo 24,750 instead of 27,750.
Me, myself personally, I went to the audit to complain or to make a claim that definitely the monies that I paid is 27,750.
Madam Mane.
Which supposed to be 24,750.
Sorry, Council, I believe it's a convenient point to stop.
Very well.
We will continue with her on Monday.
Very well.
We may rise.
Thank you. I can see Mr. Mutaja Fusao. Wala tena lugha.